Just put one in the chat if you guys can hear me clearly, everyone. So thank you everyone for joining the 124th Community Meetup. So we are live on LinkedIn and other platforms that are there. So we are on YouTube. So everyone of you, so thank you for joining this Community Meetup. And today we are going to discuss a very, very important topic that is about statistical thinking. Can you guys put on the chat one so that I know that all of you are able to hear me on Zoom as well as on LinkedIn and all our social media platforms, YouTube, Twitter. So thank you, Patricia, Aswani, Sai Krishna, Mariam, and all for joining this call as well. Yeah, so just put in the chat one if you are able to hear me clearly, and then we can take it forward. So how many of you are joining the community meetup for the first time in the last uh, couple of months, or maybe you are very new to the community? I can see a lot of familiar faces, so thank you everyone. I am sure that you are able to hear me clearly, and we will take it forward. So for people, let me just share my screen, and before we go to the session for the day, I wanted to talk about some ground rules that are there. So just put one in the chat if all of you can see my screen. Yes. So thank you. There are hundreds of people joining us from LinkedIn and YouTube. Thank you everyone to be part of this community event. Yes, thank you for confirming. So the people who are on Zoom, your mics are muted, but please switch on your camera if possible. That will be nice. And if you want to put anything on the chat, you can do that. It is very interactive, so it is motivating me to have a very good session. And the second request that I want all of you to do is please switch on your cameras if possible. And if you have any issues with the chat, just you can click on the show chat preview and remove it. For the questions that are there, please put it on the Slido. All the questions that will be taken is from the Slido link. So let me, the Slido link is already given to you in the chat as well. And let me also put it here again. So I will be trying to look at the chats, but my only request is please put your specific questions that are there on our Slido link. And I'm just sharing the Slido link again with all of you. And this is what I'll be using it for regularly for my Q&A that is there. Just put one if everyone is okay with the house rules so that we can proceed. Amazing, amazing. So let me put this on all the platforms so that every one of you are aware of this as well. So this is the Slido link. Any questions that you have, please put it on the Slido link. I'm also sharing this link on our other platforms on LinkedIn and YouTube. Because thank you, Mohammed Sohail, for confirming in the chat that you are able to hear us on LinkedIn. Because we have a lot of people watching us on LinkedIn as well. And I will be trying to answer everyone's question. The team is also monitoring everyone's chat, and we will be trying to answer every one of you till the end of this session. So please be patient and continue being in this amazing event. So let me quickly share my screen, everyone. Today we are going to talk about statistical thinking. Just put one in the chat that if you think statistics is important or not. Just put one in the chat if you think statistical thinking is important in this AI uh, mad race that is happening right now. Everyone is talking about generative AI, agentic AI, and all these, big jargons. But do you think the basic foundational importance of statistical thinking is important? Just put one in the chat and zero if it is not important, so I can get an idea about uh, the audience persona. So thank you, Zing. Thank you, Zing. Thank you, Kenroy and Aswani. So why am I telling you this thing, and why am I doing this a lot of sessions about this? Because I talk to a lot of people, right, in our community events, in our event, big like GITEX and all these big tech events. A lot of people ask me like, how can I prepare myself for this AI race that is happening? Because it is so many things are available, right? Python code is available, all the documentation is available, logic is available, but the critical thinking and the statistical thinking among individuals is not there. It's not. There is the biggest reason is that no one of is giving importance to this. People are only talking about N8N tools, uh, ChatGPT, custom ChatGPT, agentic AI tools, but no one is talking about these statistical thinking concepts that are there. It may not be that relevant, but this is, the 1% of skills that actually make you different from the most of the general population that is there. So for many people in LinkedIn are telling that it is not important, but what my request is, just be open and understand that anyone can run codes, anyone can create an LLM, anyone can build very basic evaluations. But what makes the difference is when you, as a data scientist or as a end user analyst, we call it statistical analyst or data analyst, is able to give proper thinking. So today I'm going to talk about that. And also for everyone in this call who stays back till the end, I will be giving you this challenge access that is there. So this is a challenge access that is happening with the collaboration of Middle East Low Code No Code Summit. This is one of the big summits that are there that is happening. So this is a challenge that we are doing. And how many of you are already part of this challenge? I know few of you like Barry and others are part of this challenge. Can you just put one in the chat if you are part of this challenge, or have you been participated in any of the challenges before? Because this is one amazing way of learning, of how to put your whatever you're learning, whatever you're looking on YouTube and different courses into practice and actually submit it. Just put one in the chat if you guys are part of this. You can also go to this website if you are interested, decodingdatascience.com. Let me just share it again on the chat so that all of you can go and you can join. This has been made complimentary for some time. We have couple of seats that we have put it complimentary. We want more and more people to join this particular challenge and do their best. This is there. So take this opportunity and please join it. And if you're not able to join this, uh, and if you're part of the call, we will make sure that we give you the coupon code or the slot. But please stay back till the end of this session where I'll be sharing all the other details. Just put one if you guys have been part of this, or yes, so we can see a lot of people on LinkedIn. Jay, thank you for confirming as well. So now coming to this is actually we have been doing this type of community events for the last 2.5 years. So we do a lot of offline events, a lot of online events. So this is a part of our online event, and today I'm going to talk a very big important topic, which is also a prerequisite of our AI residency. So if you know, today was our start day of our AI residency program, and also we are doing a prerequisite session. So in our AI residency program that I do, two prerequisites I keep for our cohort members. Prerequisite is people, they should be at least know about this. The first one is Python, and the second one is statistical thinking, which are the two bigger pillars that you build your foundations upon. So why is it important, right? And I had also given a post yesterday on LinkedIn. How many of you saw that post? That don't focus on tools so much. What I am seeing in the most of the people I'm speaking to every day, that there is a lot of AI tools. Like many people are saying, Mohammed, I want to learn NA10, I want to learn Langflow, I want to learn X, I want to learn Y. A lot of people are coming to me and asking about tools. And if you are part of our AI residency and if you are part of our workshops and programs, we try to be as vendor agnostic as possible. What does vendor tool agnostic? What does it mean? Anyone in the chat, can you tell me what does vendor or tool agnostic means? Amazing, amazing. So this is what is very important. I always tell this to my students. We get lot of sponsors, right? We get a lot of sponsors who want to push their tool in the community. So as you all know that we are a knowledge community, my main work is to give all of you the correct knowledge. I don't want to push you a specific tool. Tools are good, like, but first you need to understand the reasoning, the logic, the knowledge, and then you can select whatever tool you want. So we don't push. If you have been part of this community for the last 2.5 years, we do specific frameworks that are very good, that are industry adopted, like Crew AI and all these big ones. This is not actually a tool. This is a framework. So those things keeping aside, people should understand that tools will keep evolving. Right now, we are talking about N8N and all these latest AI agentic frameworks. After 1 year, it is going to be very, very different things will come. But reasoning and the foundations will always remain the same. Most of the projects that are happening, I'm also giving a lot of advisory services, guys. Why most of the projects are failing? Can anyone tell me the main reasons? Can anyone tell me why most of the enterprise, and all of you know that 85 to 90% of enterprise generative AI projects as well are failing? Can anyone tell me the main reason about that in the chat? Thank you, Sai Krishna, for confirming. Thank you, Mohammad Sohail, for confirming. Keep the chat active so that it is very, very interesting and we can keep with the momentum going. So, yes, one of the most important things is assumptions, and the second is the data understanding. So, when people are building their solutions, first of all, they are not solving the right business problem. Second, they are not solving the right, they don't have the right data, or they are not giving importance to their data. And this is when statistical thinking really comes into the picture, which actually gives you the thinking power. It's a critical skill, critical thinking skill. So if you know logical reasoning, critical thinking, statistical thinking is a part of a critical thinking skill. Whenever you see a data, whenever you see some information, you have those statistical frameworks in your mind. Like I will mention a few of them today, and you want to go through in details later on. But why this session is important, one promise that I want all of you to who stay back till the end, you will get to know the importance of this, and you will give time to learn these skills in your busy schedule. Like you're giving time to learn N8N and that automations that are there, which is very, very temporary, but these skills that you are learning are very, very permanent. This will be used in everyday life that you are doing, in your personal life, in your work life, in your uh, side hustle, whatever you're building. This will really, really help you, even in your financial planning that you are doing. So, how many of you here in this room are doing investments, stock market investments, or any financial investments that are there? So, because this is very, very important, if you know these technologies, if you know these particular skills or these particular logic, it will really help you also to do these maths. So, a lot of people of you are also doing this. Every one of us who have some savings are doing this. So this is also a very important thing to learn as well, and this will also improve, like your critical thinking skills. This will improve your this thing skills. So today what we'll quickly learn, I'm going to talk a little bit about the different statistical concepts that are there, which you want to learn, which you have to give importance, because statistics is actually a 3 years subject in BSc stats or undergraduation. It's a very big topic. It's a huge, big topic, but you don't need to learn everything for because you are not going to do mainly research. This is more for your understanding for AI, for ML. So what I am going to do is I want to break you through what are the important concepts in statistics, and then we can take it from there. And also the good thing about statistics right now in 2025 is you don't need to learn too much mathematics. You first have to understand how things work. Can you guys give me one, if you can see my mind map? Let me zoom in a little bit. Can you guys see my mind map? So this is basic statistics. So can just put one if everyone can see on LinkedIn as well. Yeah, on LinkedIn, if you guys are just zoom in a little bit, so you'll be able to look at it properly. Yes, and also please put in your questions on the Slido. I will be breaking up in 10 minutes to go for the questions. Right. So basic statistics for ML and AI, especially, there are multiple topics that are there. So first topic we are focusing on is these are the modules. First, let me go through the different modules that you need to understand and learn. So what we have done is from the so much that is there in this area of statistics, we have just combined and filtered something that is very, very important. The first one is Introduction to Statistical Learning, that is there. Let me just confirm if everyone is able to. Yeah. Some of you are saying that you are not able to look at the. Can you guys just put one if you are able to see it clearly? Some people are seeing on LinkedIn, they are not able to see properly. Just put one if you can see the module one properly. Okay. LinkedIn guys, just you need to zoom in little bit. If you're on the mobile, you need to zoom in little bit. Okay. So first thing that we have in module one, then we have descriptive statistics. I will go through the details. Probability. Probability is one of the most hated topics. But do you know ChatGPT that we are using right now? That is based on probability fundamentals. So the ChatGPT that we are using, that is based on probability. So all of you should, understand how probability works. Can anyone tell me which is the exact uh, statistical technique that has been used in ChatGPT whenever we are asking a question? Anyone, can you put in the chat? Yeah, so we will go a little bit deeper into that as well. Then we have probability distribution in module 4. So all these modules that I'm telling is a part of our prerequisite that we do for our AI residency. I'm just giving you guys an overview and where all you need to focus on. Probability distribution and random variables is also a very, very important concept. So anyone in the chat, can you tell me? We are waiting for the output. Chat GPT, what is the technique, probabilities or statistical technique that we are using very, very specifically? Okay, so okay, someone on LinkedIn is telling conditional probability. No, actually, it is a advanced form of Bayes theorem. I will maybe in the future workshops I will talk about this, but you need to at least know in ChatGPT specifically when we are giving the first four letters. Suppose we are typing something, it is generating or it is completing. So it is looking at the first four words and it is going to give the probability of the fifth word that is going to come, given that this is the first four words. So this is a type of Bayes theorem, and this is an advanced statistical technique of Bayes theorem that has been used, which has been uh, you can say advanced to something called as a transformers. And end of the day, ChatGPT is generative pre-trained transformer. So it is using all these statistical technique that is built on Bayes theorem to give you the output accordingly. Then we have your different modules about probability distribution, sampling a central theorem, and confidence interval. So this we will talk about this as well. And the sixth one is hypothesis testing. Just put one if any of you have been at least heard these terms, maybe in your college or in your school or while you're doing this YouTube studies for statistics or machine learning. Just put one if you have at least heard these terminologies that are there and take it forward. So let us now break it down. What are the things? I will not go a lot deeper into all this. I'll just show you the sub modules so that you get an idea where you want to focus on. So end of the day, as you know, there are two types of statistics. Uh, can anyone tell me in the chat what are the two types of statistics that are there? You can also see it in the screen. So yes, thank you for confirming, Sohail. So one is the descriptive. Descriptive statistics is very, very easy. Descriptive statistics is something that you are just like taking a median, mean, and all those things. Inference statistics is much more. It is something called as a sampling, because end of the day, we cannot, you know, analyze the whole data. So all of you know any elections that happen or any specific thing that happened. If you want to do a prediction of who is going to win. So suppose in New York there was an election. There were around 8 million people. You cannot go and talk to everyone. So you do a sampling of a very good representation of the population, and then you give a talk to, you go and ask them whom have they voted for. Is it Republican or Democrat? And then you do a prediction. So out of the population of, suppose you have taken a 10,000 sample out of the 8 million people, you will get a 51% people have voted for the Democrats versus 49 people have percent have voted for the Republicans. So this is how you do the prediction. So inference statistics is taking a population, a sample out of the whole data, and then you are analyzing it, and then you are inferring that information on the whole data. So this is very, very important. You need to understand. And most of the work goes in inferential statistics, even in the machine learning and generative AI space. Data types and variables. There are a lot of data types and variable numerical data. And anyone can give example in the chat of a categorical data. Okay. Yes. Is it going? Yes. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. Is it going to rain or is it not going to rain? Anything with a yes or no, or any, we call it levels. If it is any label or any group, then that is categorical data. And now one thing that is important, and in this module and in this course that we have just launched, and for prerequisites is what we have done is we have used Python a lot. We have used Python a lot because you don't need to know the formulas. It is good to understand how it works, but formulas is something that you don't need to memorize. So you need to use two platforms like NumPy and Panda to get a little bit deeper into that specific technologies and understand how it works. So that is very, very important. One message that I want you all of you to take away, one main message and one summary is don't think statistics is all about numbers and formulas. Now, because of the help of Python, you can actually visualize these things. So what we have done in this course is we have created a very interactive notebook. This is a Google Colab notebook that we have created, wherein we are going to, play with everything that we are talking about. Like if you want to calculate the mean, the median, the mode, you don't need to take out your calculator and calculate, right? Like this is one example. Suppose I am this is the salary of our one of our employees. So let me just quickly show you this particular slide, and then I can take it further from all of you. So yes, 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 thank you for confirming. Yeah, suppose this is a salary. This is the salary of this any company. Take an example of decoding data science, right? Take an example of decoding data science. There are 5 employees in decoding data science, and this is their annual salary that is here, or salary that is there. So what we are going to do is, can anyone tell me, if I ask you what is the average, what is the, if I need to tell one number, can anyone tell me in the chat what will be the salary? You can say typical salary of employees in decoding data science. If I show you this chart, what will be the average salary, or you can say typical salary if I have to tell one number? Okay, can anyone tell me in the chat? So approximately someone is saying 56,000, someone is telling some other numbers like 54,000. So there are different ways of calculating if I want to take one number. In this case, if what I will do is, if I want to take salaries, there is mean. Every one of you know mean, just put one if you guys know mean. Then there is median, where we are sorting it and then we are taking the most middle item. And then we have mode, the most common occurring. So in this case, if we do all the three things, if we take all the three things, mean, median, it is approximately 56,000. There is no mode. There is no mode. Why there is no mode? Anyone, can you tell me the reason why there is no mode in this? Yes, because there is nothing common. Thank you for confirming. There is nothing common, so there is no mode. So that is fine. We will take the average approximately 56,000 or 55.2 thousand. But now suppose what happens like this, when does this average actually lie? The problem with when we have an outlier, this average that we are showing you is going to lie. And let me show you this is, suppose now we have an outlier. We have an outlier that is there. We have an outlier in the data set, like the one that I showed you. Suppose there is a new, suppose decoding data science has got a huge funding from OpenAI or from Microsoft, and they hire a CEO that gets $1.2 million a year salary. Hopefully, one day that will happen. If decoding data science gets some investments and we hire some very good CEO with this salary, then you will see what is going to happen. Like this is going to be a very big outlier in the data, because we have everyone in the range of 50,000 salary, and now the CEO of this decoding data science is getting 1.2 million. So what is going to happen? Anyone, can you tell me what is going to happen? Like this is the data set that you see, and then we have a CEO which gets a salary of 1.2 million. Can I now take the average and tell the salary? Yes or no? Now, can I take the average of this data set of these 7 employees and tell the average of the salary? So this is something that is very, very important. So we cannot do that. We cannot do that. The reason being is, yes, thank you for confirming. The reason being is when we do this, what we have, we see the mean becomes $256,000 and the median is $57,000. So now tell me, guys, do you understand the whole concept of the importance of understanding this same thing? I took a very simple example to show you. This is something that because of this outlier, things change a lot, but people, they blindly just look at the this statistics, the numbers. Like now we have a mean of $246,000, but I cannot tell anyone who asks me what is the average salaries of the decoding data science. I cannot tell them it is $246,000. Just put one if you guys agree with me, zero if you don't agree with me, so I can take more time and explain you this very, very simple concept where one simple statistical concept that we have studied in our grade 7 or 8 or maybe 9 is coming into the picture. A lot of people, what they do is they just do df dot describe. Whatever comes, they take it without even looking at the data distribution. Just put one if you guys agree with this very simple use case. And now I hope all the people in this room who have joined, the hundreds of you who are listening to me on LinkedIn and YouTube, now you will at least look at the data once, you will look at the distribution once, and then you will be coming and having any of your assumptions. So in this case, can anyone tell me in this whole data set, am I going to take the mean or am I going to take the median to give a good representation of my data set? Put in the chat mean or median. So a lot of people in the on LinkedIn are telling median. So yes, in this specific use case, that is the reason why median is what I recommend all my employees and all the people I work with is please give more importance to median compared to any other averaging, because as you all know, there can be an outlier, it can be real, it can be reality, or it can be a mistake. So make sure that you don't always be lazy and just take the mean. So everyone, at least every one of you are understanding a very, very simple concept, but this is just to show you. I know this is you need to look at other things as well. This will not give you the whole information. That is also when you look at something called as a variability. So what variability is also very, very important. Just put one in the chat if you guys have unheard this terminology before, standard deviation, because only the what we have read right now, this is the central or the central theory, finding the center. But if you really want to get more answers from the data, you want to understand the data very well, then you also need to look at variability. Just put one if you any in this community, if any one of you have heard about standard deviation. This is also a very, very neglected topic that is there. So a lot of the people of you have heard about standard deviation. This is very, very important for you to make an assumption, to look at the type of data that you have. And there is a concept of standard deviation that measures the spread. How spread is your data? If you are creating a plot to see where all your data points are there, and this is very, very important concept to understand about the variability. Suppose one very, very simple example I want to give you. Suppose you have two teams that are there, and the average height of the two basketball teams, both are the same. One is 6.5, one is 6.5. Both are the same, but the standard deviation of the first team is tightly clustered and the standard deviation is a low. It means that almost every player is approximately around 6.5. But the team B, it is widely spread and the standard deviation is very, very high. So which team do you think is better here? in respect, because in basketball the height of the player is directly proportional to the performance. So in this use case, which team is going to do a better? Can anyone tell me in the chat? Yes. Thank you. Because standard deviation is low, it is a good thing that all the players are above the height of 6.5, and which also is good for the team performance. So thank you. Thank you for confirming. And this is a small examples, very simple examples that we have tried to take to make you understand these topics that are there. Then the last thing that you need to focus on is the shape of the story. So have you guys heard about skewed distribution? Just put one in the chat if you have heard about skewed distribution. So first we understood about central theorem, central the where the center lies. Second is the variability. The third is the shape. So a lot of people are saying that they know about skewed distribution. So let me tell you what is a skewed distribution. If there is an outlier, in the case of my CEO salary of decoding data science, the $1.2 million salary, it is pushing the plot towards the right side. It means that it is skewed. So if I show you this diagram, so can anyone tell me, in my use case that I showed you of employees and a salary of CEO 1.2 million, which skew will it be? Will it be symmetrical? Will it be positive, or will it be negative? Can anyone tell me in the chat? In my use case that I told you some time back, this one, of this salary, 50,000, 52,000, and then 1.2 million with an outlier, which shape will it take? Anyone, can you tell me in the chat? So yes, Sai Krishna is telling negative. Anyone else in the chat? Can you please let me know? So it will be actually it will be yeah, but it is going to be positive, because the one salary is 1.2 million. So it is going in the positive space. So it is going to be positively skewed. So this is something that whenever, yeah, that is okay if you are doing this plot, because the average is something less. And when I do this thing, so it is going to, when you plot it, it is going to be. But anyways, that is fine. But you understand the concept. When you do you don't need to even actually do this. When you plot this on Python, you'll be looking at it. So my main message for all of you is you need to look at patterns in the data, and you need to have these, if you don't know the difference between positive skew, negative skew, symmetrical, the terminologies that are there, then you will not even have those thinking. So the best thing is you need to, the concepts that you have learned, you need to put it in Python code. And when you put this in Python code, like if you see this particular thing that I have written here, I can get the standard deviation, I can get the variance, I can get the data range, I can get the every details that is there, I can get it. So I don't need to, like if I run this code, I have just taken a dummy data of the salary. This one is without an outlier. If you see, this is without an outlier. There is no outlier here. There is no outlier in this one. There is, so this, when I do this plot, everything is same. See, if you can see, the mean is 48. Everywhere, everything is the same. But now I have added an outlier of 1,000. Now I have added an outlier of 1,000. The dollar, 1,000. This is K, everything is in K, right? So this is around 1 million. This is 25,000. This is all in thousands. So now, if you see, when I have run this code, my average mean has increased to 96, and everything has increased. So now you have to do this type of analysis whenever you have any data. You need to look at the standard deviation, you need to look at the variance, you need to look at the IQR. And Python has everything very, very easy to build. There is all the this, if you have NumPy and Pandas, it will do all the magic for you. So you don't need to get into the details, or and remember the formulas. Use the help of NumPy and Panda to really help you to do the specific aspects that are there. Now, what I'm going to do is I will just wait for a couple of seconds. I will give 10 minutes and then I will take the questions and then again I will go back to the next section that is there. So I hope all of you have put your questions on the Slido link. Just put one, guys, if you have put your questions on the Slido link, and then we'll be taking it further. Yes. So now there is one question that is coming in from the Slido link is about the challenge. So the challenge that we are doing, if you know, the challenge that we are doing, guys, is this is a part of the an event that we are partnered with. Right. So let me also share the link again of the Slido. Sorry, some people have joined late. Okay. Let me also put it on LinkedIn and YouTube as well. Yeah. So one person is asking a question about the challenge, right? Uh, this is a something from the event organizer that because we are the top 10 people are getting invited in the event. This is happening in JW Marriott in Dubai Marina. So what is going to happen is there is a eligibility criteria. So right now, as I told you, this is a paid challenge, but we are giving it complimentary for some time for the community members, and all of you can participate, right? But if you want to get considered to be the finalist, you need to be 18 plus years of age, plus years, because all of our challenges before we had everyone join. But the problem is the in this particular challenge, there is a requirement that they don't want 18 because they have to invite them to that event place and there is a age restriction that is there. So all of you can join the challenge. You all can participate and learn with each other. But age requirement is for you to go to the next round. That is the finalist round that is there. So we will be like suppose 100 of you are joining the challenge. We will be selecting around 30 people. In that 30 people that we select, they need to complete everything. Plus, they need to be 18 plus years of age. So everyone clear with that? Just put one if all of you are clear with that. There is no confusion. I have not stopped from you guys to join the challenge, but for to be considered in the top, you need to be 18 plus of years. Yeah, please put your question on the Slido. I will not be taking any voice notes right now. Any question that is there, please put on Slido and I will be picking up from Slido. So well, there's one more question regarding this thing. Yeah. Is it important to learn statistics? I think you joined late. You joined late. Uh, what I mentioned that to to ask this the question, right, like why, to ask the question, to be a little bit curious. If you look at data, if you look at these type of analysis that are there, you need to know statistics. So you need to know statistics, and this is very, very, very important. So so I hope the whole message that I told in the start is there are some concepts that you need to understand for you to focus on this. So someone is again, yeah, please put the questions on the chat. I can see a lot of questions about the challenge. So regarding the challenge, as I mentioned you, I have already shared it. Please wait till the end. I'll be sharing the link again. So the promise is there. I told everyone who stays back till the end of the call, I'll be sharing you the link again. I shared in the start, I shared in the end. One question is coming about this AI residency. When is the AI residency starting? So how, just can you guys put one in the chat if you know about AI residency? Just put one in the chat if you know about AI residency. Just put one. Zero if you don't know about AI residency. Yeah, so a lot of people on LinkedIn are saying that they don't know about AI residency. So AI residency, like today, the masterclass that I'm doing, the workshop that I'm doing right now, it is actually a part of our AI residency prerequisite. So this time what we are doing in AI residency, we are adding statistics as well. So Barry and all the people who are there in the cohort two, they did not they did not learn statistics. I did not have a session for statistics, but this time we are having a session for statistics. Okay, so people who don't know about AI residency, let me just take a couple of minutes to tell about AI residency because this is important. This is our flagship program, and all of you are part of this. By the way, the winner of the challenge is also going to get an access to this AI residencies program and all those things. So you should know about this as well. So let me quickly share my screen and tell all of you quickly what is an AI residency. This is not just any other course that you see online. This is a very, very structured program that we have been running for the last almost 2 years now, more than 2 years to be exact, 2.5 years now. More than 2.5 years we have been running this particular thing. The link of this is decodingdatascience.com/AI residency. I'm sharing it on the chat as well. So this is the link of this. You can directly use this to click and go. So what is this program? This is actually the cohort is today. It is starting. This is today is one of the first sessions that we are doing for essential Python prerequisites that all of you are part of. So thank you for all being part of the first essential prerequisite class that we are starting. We will be doing one more in the next week, and then the main master class will start on the 22nd of November. But this is a very, very important concept to make you understand about Python, statistics, and all those important concepts. Because end of the day, any skills that you are learning, you need to understand why is it happening. At least you need to question. So you need to know these, foundational skills. Because without foundations, nothing matters, right? You will keep new buildings. You cannot build a building without a good foundations. You cannot keep adding flows again and again because the new technology will keep on coming. Right now we have NA10, MCP, A2A, B2C, A2C, and all these new things will keep coming in. But if you don't understand these concepts, you'll not be taking it. And I have tried to keep what all is very, very important. Just put one in the chat. How many of you know about Pareto principle? Just put one in the chat if you have heard about Pareto principle. So a lot of people have not heard about Pareto principle. So if you know the concept of focusing on the 20%, because all of us right now, I'll tell you what is happening, guys, is there is so much information. You guys, do you guys agree? Just put it agree A in the chat if you feel that there is too much information. There has been a research by, and yesterday I was having looking at one podcast by my mentor Andre Karpati as well. We because of the information and because of these technologies and this chat GPT, the average human are getting dumber, they are not thinking, and this is a very, very big risk for the coming generation. Maybe if all of you please look at that podcast. There is a big talk about evolution and how humans are evolving. Some of us who are using these technologies, like all of you in the call, you are in the top 5% because actually you're giving importance on a Saturday. You are joining this AI residency masterclass, and at least you're trying to learn. I talk to hundreds of people. A lot of people are not, they don't even understand what is probability. They don't even want to learn. They said, why should I care? But at least you guys are caring. So you guys in the top 5%. So thanks a lot for this. So we need to learn. Because if we keep believing on these AI tools and we have a real economy right now. Every one of us are hooked on reels and short content. We are getting lost. So that is the reason why these type of cohorts, these type of master classes, these type of community events are very, very important, where we come together and we have a discussion and we talk about these things. So learning this foundation. So please spend some time in whatever you guys are doing and learn. I request all of you to take that into consideration. So the timer has stopped right now, but I just want to tell about this program is 20 weeks master class, which is important. A lot of people ask me why 20 weeks, Mohammed. I think I need to ask the team. The time is over. I need to extend the time for people to register. Some of you are asking, can I still register on AI residency? Yes, you can still register. You can just pay the fees directly. The form link, I will enable it. I will ask the team to enable it as quickly as possible, or you can DM the admin in the WhatsApp community. So there are 20 master classes where we go into the details about Python, starting from Python architecture, Grok, LLM, generative AI, LangChain, LangGraph, MCP, Model Context Protocol, A2A, AI security and ethics, and generative AI evaluations, which are very, very important for the safety and the security and making sure everything is fine. This is a hybrid type of program, whereas there is two things that are very, very important. There is the self-recording, self-paced recording, and the live master classes where we are having like a cohort-based system where we are having an open discussion. So today is one of the essential prerequisites that we are doing of statistics. We already did for Python, and now we will take the learning further to go into the main topics in the coming weeks. Not only me, we have more than 10 plus mentors who are industry leaders on different areas and different fields, especially who are giving talks, as well as our mentors that you can even talk to if you have any specific help. Look at the website. There are a lot of guest lectures. We have 5-star rating and above for many of our participants in our programs and challenges and all that. This thing you can go through this. We have lot of uh, good success stories that people have shared on their social media platform about the program, about the benefits. So please look at this. If you're interested, there are a lot of videos of all our past students to talk about this as well. So I will update the form. Give me a couple of minutes as well, but you can always look at it and get back to us in touch. So there are some more questions about the challenge. Just put one in the chat if you guys have never participated in any of our challenges before. Just put one in the chat if you have never participated in any of our challenges before. That is there. So someone was also asking about the challenge. Let me also share with you the challenge link, and then we will take it further. So amazing, amazing. So let me just quickly share it as well. So yeah, so challenge is a this challenge that we are doing, guys, is a 3-day challenge wherein you will be able to. I've already put the link on the chat. Can you guys confirm? Let me also give it again to all of you. Yes. So a lot of people have not participated in the challenge. Can you guys put one in the chat if you're able to hear me? Yeah. So many of you have not participated. So let me, I've already shared the link, everyone. Yes. So this is a community meetup. So we are discussing a lot of things. We have topics, we have sessions, we have challenges, and yeah, we have gone through one topic as well. So this is the challenge as I showed you. Let me share my screen again. Yes. So this is a 3-day challenge. This is a 3-day challenge that is there. So this 3-day challenge, the day 0 has already started. So I can see that a lot of people have already joined the challenge. Please complete day 0. Already the challenge has started. So you need to go here. You need to start doing the first point is happening on the coming Friday. Friday, 9 o'clock, the challenge is opening where you will be able to submit your idea. The idea form is already there. There is a WhatsApp group that is there. Please join the WhatsApp group. There is some free basic materials and recordings that we have put from the previous challenges. So please have a look. It is not mandatory to use my resources. You can also use your resources that are there and take it further. So okay, sorry, I was not sharing my screen. Okay. So this is the challenge. Sorry for that. Just put one if you can see my screen right now, everyone. Yes, I was speaking without my screen. So thank you for confirming, guys. So now this is the challenge. If you open this challenge, all of you, the day 0 has already started. So I recommend all the people who have joined today, please complete your day 0. And this is very important that is there. Join the WhatsApp group, introduce yourself, get access to the materials that are there, and also share about your whatever you are doing on the social media platform, which is very important to give. And as I told you, there is an age eligibility criteria for you to be considered in the finalist, but anyone can join, as I told you, anyone can join. But if for the finalist, you need to be 18 plus of age. So please keep that in mind, and later on, don't come back to me saying that I was not informed before, because many of the challenge participants are younger people. So we have made it clear from this time we want all of you to learn, but there is some requirement from the organizer, that is the Middle East Low Code No Code Summit that is happening in Dubai Marina on the 26th of November. That is there. So this is something that all of you who are the top 10 participants who are going to get selected will be invited for this summit. And if you are also to be considered in the finalist, you have to be residing in the UAE. You can still join outside, but you have to be residing in the UAE if you really want to be part of the finalists. The challenge is for everyone can join, they can learn, but if you are getting considered, you need to be present because you have to be physically present to get the to come to the summit. Or if you are free to travel, you can travel as well, but we will not be providing you the tickets. You need to arrange your own tickets to fly. But this admission to this, the we will be giving you the free admission to attend this session, but tickets and hotels you need to take care of as well. So this is about the challenge, and now let us go back to this particular mind map again. So now about statistics. Everyone understood the difference between mean, median, and everything. Now we go to the probability. Probability is a very tough topic. But what we have tried to do is we have tried to tell few things to everyone about probability is flipping the coin. If you flip a coin, what is the probability that you will get heads? Can anyone tell me in the chat? If I flip a coin right now, what is the probability that I will get a heads? So this is the most simplest probability that is there. But if you can take it more and more advanced form, you have pack of cards. As I told you, ChatGPT is also based on these probabilities, conditional probability, a lot of things are there. So understanding about these things are very important. Then we have the probability distribution. So for probability distribution, if you guys know, in probability distribution, the key distributions in probability are binomial distribution, normal distribution. Binomial is for discrete, and normal distribution is for continuous, and Poisson distribution is for time period. So these are the three distributions. How many? You just put one if you guys have heard about these terminologies before. Binomial is for discrete random variables. Continuous is for normal distribution is continuous, and Poisson's is for the other ones that is the time, the one that is there, time periods, right? So this is very important for you to understand about distribution, and this concept is a little bit mathematical, but once you start running it, it is going to be very interesting. Sampling central theorem. Sampling central theorem is a very important concept. So how many of you here in this room have heard about central limit theorem, CLT? So CLT, if I want to show you in a very simple way, what is a CLT? This is a CLT. This is a CLT, central limit theorem. If I am distributing everything, all the averages of my sample, I will be getting a very beautiful plot like this, wherein in the first standard deviation, -1 standard deviation to the first standard distribution, this one, I will be having 68% of my population. And this is what we have seen. This is the central limit theorem that has come. So how this is getting plotted? This is by taking the averages of everything that is there. Suppose you have a sample. Suppose you have a sample. You take all the averages of the sample, and when you plot the sample, you will get something like this. You will get a normal distribution curve where the central limit theory applies. Just put one if all. This is a very huge topic which we have a completely a separate module on this. Every module that I'm telling is around 20 to 30 minutes. I'm just giving a quick summary about how it works. So this is how a central limit theorem works, and which is a very important concept for all of us to know. Confidence interval is one important concept that comes late when you are, playing around with these normal distribution. Just put one in the chat if you have heard about confidence intervals before. So confidence, yes, thank you for confirming. So it is something like margin of error. Suppose you are doing like suppose the election prediction that you have done for New York, you cannot tell by 100% certainty that this is going to happen. So there is at least a small, confidence interval percentage, like and that is the margin of error that we are telling that this is going to uh, this is happening with this percentage of margin of error. So like it can be plus minus. Suppose you give a number that the chance of X winning is 99%, then you will give a plus minus 2% of margin of error. And that, so it becomes 97 to something, 99.8. This is the very simple example of confidence interval, which you need to understand, which gives you the margin of error. And this is a calculation. And now when we learn these things, we needed to learn the formulas and everything. But right now, you don't need to know the formulas. These things are there. There is a very, very easy formula for these things that you need to do for calculating the confidence interval. As you can see, this is the formula that we will be using here as well. So for the confidence interval, can you guys see this? CI low, CI high, and this is a formula, minus 1.96 into the standard error. So these are something that this is all calculated, and when I run this code, I will get everything. I will get, so the 95% of the confidence interval for the mean, it will give us a range. It will give you this information, and this is something that you need to know or you need to uh, tell, or you need to when you are doing any calculation. So this is very, very important. We have 95% confidence interval, 99% confidence interval, and all those things that are there. And then this is all the thing. Then if you plot all this, then you will get something like this. And this is very, very interesting if you are able to understand. So use statistical concepts when you are learning it. Use Python to run the code and understand what is happening. Spend some time in reading the information, doing the plots. And now with the help of Matplotlib, you can also make very good plots. NumPy Panda is very good for calculations. And for plotting, we have Matplotlib, which is very, very good for you to take further. The last thing and the most important thing is, if you really want to understand statistics, is your hypothesis testing. Every project, and even in this slide that we have written here, every project that we do, every ML task that we do, it begins with a hypothesis. It can be a very simple hypothesis, but wherever you are working in any task, the first thing is that you ask is a this particular question. So this is something that you need to learn about the hypothesis testing that is there, and that will be very, very important. There is an alternate hypothesis, there is null hypothesis, and you can accept the hypothesis or you can negate the hypothesis according to your whatever work that you are doing. So this is the six things that are there. Now the time is over, but I will have 5 more minutes for any questions. Just put one in the chat if you have registered for the challenge already. And there is a few questions on Slido regarding AI residency. So AI residency is starting, as I told you, today is a part of the essential prerequisite that is there. You can still join it. I have already shared the link that is there. Next week also, we are going to have a prerequisite lecture that we are going to get details. So someone is asking about correlation and causation. Please use your name on the Slido link so that I know who is there, who is asking the question. So I'll get back to you as well. We will be covering more concepts, and as I told you, there is a whole module that is there that all of you need to go through. And let me just quickly share with all of you as well, wherein if you want to go into details about this AI residency, or you want to go into details about yes. So we will be covering that in our module, and we will be discussing that is there. So now you can still join the cohort, as I told you, the 8th of, we already started the prerequisite, but you can still join in. The recording is going to get added and we will be taking it further. So thank you, everyone. If there is no more specific questions, we can wind up for the day. Thank you. Just put one if everyone enjoyed the session today. And if you can just switch on your cameras for one last selfie, before we are able to wind up the day. I hope it was enjoyable. And if you have any specific thing, please, one request is please do the day zero. And Barry is an expert in our challenge. He can be a mentor as well, and guide you guys for the challenge. So thank you. A lot of people assist on the camera. My final message to everyone, I cannot teach you full statistics in 1 hour. I hope all of you understand that. My final message to all of you is please give importance to this topic. That is my final message. Whoever you want to learn it from, YouTube, from any Coursera course, from me, give importance to statistics. And whenever you ask a question, please have that in your mind. Thank you, everyone, and have